Rohan was a college student who stayed in an old hostel building. The structure was more than 80 years old, with long, echoing corridors and creaky wooden doors. Most students joked that the place was haunted, but Rohan never believed in such things. One night, while everyone else was asleep, Rohan sat at his desk studying. The time was past 2:30 a.m., and the only light in the room came from his small desk lamp. The rest of the room was swallowed in darkness. The silence was so deep that he could hear his own heartbeat. As he flipped through his notes, he suddenly felt an uneasy sensation, like someone was standing right behind him. His skin crawled. Slowly he turned his head. Nothing. The room was empty. He shook his head, whispering to himself, "In just my imagination," and went back to studying. A few minutes later, he heard a faint creaking sound from above, like a rope swaying from the ceiling fan. His eyes shot upward. The fan wasn't even on. It was completely still. Yet the sound continued. Trying to ignore it, he lowered his head, but something caught his eye. Across the room, the mirror on his cupboard reflected more than just him. There was a dark, shadowy figure behind his reflection, though no one was actually behind him in reality. Rohan's breath grew heavier. He stood up and cautiously walked toward the mirror. With every step, the figure in the reflection became clearer. It looked exactly like himself. When he finally stood in front of the mirror, he froze. His reflection wasn't copying his movements anymore. Instead, it was smiling at him. A cold, twisted smile. But Rohan wasn't smiling. His lips trembled. "Hey, Micah. What are you?" he whispered. The reflection leaned closer, its lips moving slowly. A chilling voice echoed inside his head. "I'm the real one trapped here." Rohan staggered backward, terrified, but when he turned around, he realized the room behind him was gone. Instead, there was only endless darkness, and in the mirror, his reflection was still there, sitting calmly at the desk, smiling as if it had taken his place. Rohan screamed, but no sound came out. He banged on the mirror, trying to escape, but the reflection just whispered one last time, "Enjoy your eternity," on the other side. The next morning, his roommate found Rohan's books neatly placed on the desk, his chair slightly pulled out. But Rohan himself, he was never seen again.